Eye-Opener, Beyond Belief. Okay, so for the guy I'm envisioning playing the president, I'm thinking a pompous, overweight, slanderous octogenarian. Like a Marlon Brando type, but more obnoxious. He walks up to the podium to be sworn in for his second term as leader of the United States of America. Other than the person who will be swearing him into the office, everyone he walks past is a millionaire. No, wait, a billionaire. The audience will eat this character up. A president who blatantly displays the oligarchy and effectively rubs the public's nose in the runaway wealth inequality that has become the rule instead of the exception in America, the richest nation to ever exist on planet Earth. You still with me? So this bloviating, crass president takes the oath of office, but has his fingers crossed while doing so. We won't make the crossed fingers too obvious. We don't want too many people in the audience to realize he's lying about upholding the Constitution and all that acting in the best interest of the people of the United States. That crap would only get in the way of his true agenda, to make money. But we have to trick the audience into believing that this guy is a good leader. So we just throw hints out there that suggest he's a self-absorbed narcissist. His whole history and backstory will indicate, or at least imply, his selfishness, but he's got to first appear to be on the side of the majority of Americans. We'll figure out how to do that later. For now, let's assume he's tricked the masses into believing that he is looking out for them. So, he's in office and he starts doing things like taking credit for ending wars, whether those wars have ended or, more likely, have not. Then he'll start threatening other countries with more sanctions. No, tariffs. No, more sanctions and more tariffs. Even the countries from which the US gets most of the things it needs. The things that America can no longer manufacture because of greed and policies that all but forced American companies to move their manufacturing and outsource their labor for decades. And before you ask, of course the tariffs will be put on countries that manufacture the most essential components of America's military equipment. The story wouldn't be as interesting otherwise. So, let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah. Then this president will create or empower an existing agency that will harass and arrest both illegal immigrants and legal citizens. The enforcers in this agency will wear masks to hide their identities because they will be bumbling idiots. You know, like the Keystone Cops, but worse. The unconstitutional detentions will be secondary in this president's mind, however, because he will be too busy covering up his association with a convicted Cho-Mo. Yeah, he'll eventually be too busy to focus on illegal searches and unfounded deportations, because he'll need to suppress information about one, if not the most prolific sex trafficker in modern history. Yeah, he'll deny, obfuscate, or lie his way through his second term, and no one will notice any of this, because he will describe the opposite of reality to anyone who asks, and reporters won't be able to ask follow-up questions because the president calls them nasty and points out how they only publish fake news. Yeah, that will be great. On second thought, no one would believe this character. Scrap that idea. Let's start over.